introduce Dr. Armando Delfino, a Doctor of Education in the School of Administration graduate. He previously worked as an Assistant Professor 3 and Associate Professor 1 at 2 universities in the Philippines. Currently, he's an adjunct professor in the College of Education at Westcliff University. He's published 2 papers and has been invited to review manuscripts for publication in 3 international educational journals indexed by Scopus. He is going to present to us tonight technology integration in the classroom among migrant teachers in the United States. Dr. Delfino, it is an honor.
Thank you very much, Professor Liz, and good evening to our audience.
I didn't.
My studies, sorry.
Did you?
I listen. Yeah, I heard you clear. Hello, Liz.
Yes, I can hear you.
You hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see your slides.
Okay, thank you. So again, good evening to all the participants here. And my research is entitled A Qualitative Study on Technology Integration in the Classroom Among Migrant Teachers in United States. So at present, the United States public school is hiring teachers from other countries to fill the vacancy in the basic education department. And the shortage of teachers in the US paved the way for the influx of migrant teachers in the country. Teachers in many parts of the US face relatively low salaries compared to other professions requiring similar levels of education and experience. So I'm talking about now here the reasons for the influx of the migration in the US. So one of the reasons, as I mentioned, is about low salary. The second one is verbal and physical violence. And accordingly, verbal and physical violence directed at teachers has been linked to higher rates of teacher attrition, including transfers and leaving the profession, as according to Moon et al. In 2021. Next is the status of computer use in the US. So accordingly, access to the computers and the internet in the US public schools has generally improved, with most schools now equipped with digital resources. According to the study, over 90% of US public schools reported having student access to laptops or tablets. Platforms like the Google Classroom, Canvas, and Schoology are widely used in the US public schools to manage coursework, communicate with students, and facilitate online learning. According to the report, a report highlighted that these tools have become central to digital learning experience. The schools here are increasingly using digital textbooks and interactive educational software. In the study conducted in 2022 by Education Week Research Center, found that 80% of teachers use digital resources of instruction, reflecting a shift toward blended learning environment. Now, what are the benefits? Why do we have to use technology? Why do we have to integrate technology into the classroom? So there are a lot of studies conducted about the benefits of integrating technology in the classroom. So for example, the study conducted by Harris and Hoffer in 2022 found that effective technology integration in the US public schools positively correlates with improved student learning outcomes. And they emphasize that teachers' professional development in technology with curriculum standards are very important in this situation. Another example conducted by Becker in 2023 revealed that integrating interactive technology tools significantly increased student engagement and participation in the classroom, while Dellin and Helson in 2014 found that interactive technologies can increase student engagement by making learning more dynamic and enjoyable. Another study conducted regarding the benefit of integrating technology into the classrooms that conducted by Haiti in 2021, which revealed that timely and formative feedback facilitated by digital tools enhances student engagement by keeping students informed about their performances or performance and encouraging continuous improvement. Technology facilitates collaborative learning environment where students can work together on projects and communicate through digital platforms, enhancing their engagement through teamwork. And Zing et al. Showed that technology-enhanced collaborative tools improve student engagement by promoting interaction and cooperation. But it's not easy to integrate technology into the classroom. Now, what are the factors affecting the integration of technology? A lot of studies were conducted regarding the factors affecting the technology integration in the classroom. One was conducted by Groff and Mosa, which identified the following: insufficient technological skills and proficiency among the teacher themselves, attitudes and beliefs misaligned with educational technology pedagogy, the ability to access school resources as factors affecting technology integration into the classroom. In 2018, Hariel and Bainon revealed that the lack of sufficient and effective professional development, low efficacy, and teacher perceptions affect technology integration in the classroom. Similarly, the study conducted by Chen et al. In 2019 found that gender, TCP, and school policy are the factors affecting technology integration in the curriculum for Taiwanese public health profession educators. While in 2022, Perila stressed that classroom teachers' factors were directly related to technology integration concerning the use of attitude and facilitating the condition. So those are some of the challenges or factors affecting the integration of technology into the classroom. Now, let's take a look about some of the studies conducted on the challenges faced by the migrant teachers in the US. So one study was conducted by Reed and Ostrowski, which says that migrant teachers often face distinct challenges that impact their ability to integrate technology. Many teachers are non-native English speakers, and this can hinder their ability to fully engage with digital resources predominantly in English. In the study conducted by Halliday, he stressed that the migrant teachers may encounter cultural differences that affect their approach to technology use in a classroom, and added that understanding how cultural context influence technology integration is crucial for supporting these migrant teachers. And another study in 2010 found that migrant teachers often lack access to targeted professional development. They added that ongoing training and support are essential for effective technology integration. Integrating technology in a classroom enhances engagement, supports differentiated instruction, fosters collaboration, and prepares students for the future, provides access to extensive resources, and improve administrative proficiency. These benefits collectively contribute to a more effective and enriching educational experience among learners. Effective integration requires understanding how technology can complement and enhance instructional practices, which is critical for all educators, including migrant teachers. Let's move on to the research problem. So this study is guided by the following problem. First, what are the technology integration practices among Asian, specifically Filipino migrant teachers in the United States? Second, what are the challenges and barriers faced by migrant teachers in effectively integrating technology in the classroom? Third, What are the technology integration programs implemented in the US public schools? Fourth, what recommendations may be proposed to help migrant teachers effectively integrate technology into the classroom? And here are the theoretical framework of this. This is based on, I used to framework on this study, the Sum R by Puentedera 2006 and TPAC by Mishra and Kohler. I will not be dealing with this one in detail because I think I don't have enough time. Next is the research or the methodology. Okay. So the design is qualitative research. This is a research strategy that usually emphasizes words rather than quantification in the collection and analysis of data specifically. This is a case study. I'll be using case study. A case study is methodological approach used to generate an in-depth understanding of a contemporary issue or phenomenon in a bounded system. And respondents will be determined. The respondents will be Asian migrant teachers in the United States, and the respondents will be determined through snowballing. Snowballing sampling or chain referral sampling is a non-probability sampling technique in which the samples have rare traits. And this technique, existing subjects provide referrals to recruit samples required for a research study. And the tools will be, the data will be gathered through interview. Unstructured interview will be distributed through the migrant teachers. The researcher will be constructing questions for interviews based on the SUM-R model of technology integration. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Professor. I want to welcome anyone who has questions for the professor to go ahead and enter them in the chat. Professor, I wonder if these, and we're getting thank you, Professor Armando. Professor, I wonder if these trends are similar across other populations, other teachers.
Yeah, we don't know. Probably there are similarities, but my focus here is Asian specifically. I am not dealing with the Latin teachers or teachers from other countries, so from other continents. So I'm talking about here Indian, Filipino, Chinese, and other teachers from Asian continent.
Thank you. Any questions for Professor Armando before we close the session? Okay, if there are no more questions. Oh, here's a question. I'm sorry. Is the research question incorporated in the research problem?
Definitely, because a research problem and questionnaire or the instrument should be aligned, because the questionnaire will be constructed to answer the questions. That we call that alignment. Alignment among the questionnaire, the problem, and then the methodology.
Thank you for that question. Any other questions? I know many of you are probably working on research studies, papers, dissertations. Any other questions? What is the SMAR method? You mentioned it at the end. SMAR is the next question.
The SUM-R. Are you talking about the SUM-R? The SUM-R model is one of the model for integrating technology into the classroom. And this stands for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. When we speak about substitution, we talk about technology act as a direct substitute for traditional tools with no functional change. For example, using a word processor instead of pen and paper. So instead of asking the student to use pen and paper, you can use a word processor to do their activities. So there will be no changes at all. You just substitute. That's substitution. The second is augmentation. Technology still serves as a substitute, but it enhances the functionality. For instance, using spell check in a word processor. Then modification, technology allows for significant task redesign. An example is using collaborative documents for group writing, which changes how students interact. Instead of face-to-face, they can do it, say, for example, through Zoom or other online collaborative application. And finally, redefinition. Technology enables the creation of a new tasks that were previously inconceivable. Example, student create or share multimedia project with global audience. So they can create a project and they can share it. They can create, for example, video presentation, and they can share it into the global community through YouTube. That's redefinition.